It's a beautiful summer day here in Mableton, Georgia. These are some of the fruits that vegetables that are actually grow here. Got some lima beans, beautiful flowers here in this garden. And some corn. So we see here, we have a beautiful layout of a garden here place called Mableton, Georgia, and sun is shining. Normally don't take my come out, shoot some beautiful video of this particular ground. It's called Mableton, but this here attract me, this beautiful garden right here in this particular area here in Mableton ground. I'm gonna take my camera around and I'm kind of like see if I can come up with another shot of what's here on the ground in Mableton, Georgia. This is the main house over here in Mableton. Robert Mableton, who actually occupied this space. And the outside you have the kitchen, so I must sort of like take a shot of the kitchen here. But this is the main ground here in Mableton, Georgia. These are the grounds. It's a nice sunny day, and by being a nice sunny day, it gives me an opportunity to really shoot these videos in this particular compound called Mableton. I can imagine back in the 1800s, this site here was being prepared by Afrocentric people who keep the place, who build the building, who build the house itself, and who build everything on these grounds. And then 250 or 400 years later, we have opportunity who are descendants of these Afrocentric to be able to come out here and take a look at what they actually built. So I'm going to roam this particular grounds today and capture the essence of what I see here in Mableton, Georgia. Call this place down here the smokehouse. Call this thing here the smokehouse. And that's where we used to keep all the meat, keep it preserved for the winter. And so when the summertime comes, everyone have food to eat, pork, corned beef, and they'll ring the bell and have people come. It's ready. For anyone, this is the grounds of Mableton, Georgia. And I'm on today. All right. Call this place here the Corn Crib. The Corn Crib. Was known for preparing corn. Corn was a staple in the diet of the people who live in Georgia at a particular time in 1800. The Native Americans showed them how to use corn, how to prepare it for the winter time. So they end up using corn in a lot of the staples to make corn bread, make corn meal. So they learn a lot from the Afrocentric Americans and the Native American how to survive the different change in temperature in Georgia climate, knowing that it was coming from a drastically cold place and this was tropic. So they call this the Corn Crib, and over there is the smokehouse. call this place a kitchen. What's interesting about that is that once the meal is prepared in this kitchen, most colonial antebellum type setting, they used to ring the bell. The bell was rung, and then people inside will be alert that meal is going to be taken into that particular site. So meals to come out of this kitchen, and from there they used to bring it into this house, which is the main house. And most of the time who actually did that was the I call it the enslaved Afrocentric people. They're the one who actually prepared the meal and bring it in and serve it in this particular establishment. They didn't partake of that meal at all. The meal was just meant for the people who occupied, and I don't know if they actually shared this meal with the enslaved people, but they used to eat well, really eat well, because the meal was prepared by the hands of Afrocentric people, and they didn't care if the Afrocentric people had food to eat. So I don't know how I think what happened to the women is to take some of the, we call it leftovers or the scrap, and take it home to their sibling or the household. Yeah, okay, well, this is a plaque here indicating the history of Mableton House. It said there that it was established in 1864. And some guy named Cleveland, who was a vice president during that particular time, visited this site here and Floyd Road and stayed here with these people here in Mableton. So in other words, the President of the United States and Vice President had endorsed slavery at a particular time during their tenure. They didn't oppose to the citizen being enslaved. They came and enjoyed the fruit of that enslavement, and they occupied a space that the slave master actually used as a luxury, and they participated in that social atmosphere at a particular time. So they had no intention of actually freeing Afrocentric people, because they was enjoying all of those amenities that was they themselves also had slaves, so why would they oppose slavery? They just realized that this kind of behavior was beneficial to them. So they actually came and indulged in their tribal or the tribe activity as they move around the country, which is hypocritical, isn't it? This is what the main entrance to the main house looked like. It was one of those antebellum type house here in Georgia, which is typical for the slave masters, because they built it. So it was a 4-chimney house, and it had a living room. But this one is modest compared to the type of houses it's built. This building like a 2-story, show the wealth. This man here, sort of like, it seemed like he had a modest home. Even though he was enslaved Afrocentric people, his house seemed to be modest, but he still was participating in the same behavior as his counterpart in the other part of the country. So this is what one of the entrances look like. This is the other entrance here of this particular house. Yeah, this is what the I guess it's called handicap accessibility. But this is what one of the main entrances that the Mableton families use to get up to the main house here in Mableton, Georgia. I'm out today because I'm interpreting what's here in these grounds, and I'm going to give you a broad, in-depth picture of everything on this particular site here in Mableton. If you was part of the Mableton family, this is the ground that you occupied for those 180 years that you carve out for yourself in this particular compound. My big house over there, my storage for the corn, crib house, sweet potato, and my whole entire garden. I had a well here, and at this building, I used to actually sell water to some of the settlers like myself, because this place here had a spring. And there's something about it that said that during the occupation of the Union Army, this was they came in here because it was more prevalent to come here and resupply themselves with water and all fresh food in order to continue the battle of the quest for Atlanta. So this is what the ground will look like in that particular century. In 1864, climax or landscape of the Mableton house. Again, they had a sprawling ground. The ground is sprawling today. Afrocentric people live right outside of this compound. And what's strange about life is that we die believing that Afrocentric people will continue in the same status that it was in. So a lot of those slave owners died believing that their son was going to continue the same behavior, and they was going to continue to live, way above the threshold of what the average person would be living. In their mind, Afrocentric people wasn't supposed to live nowhere close and occupy the same space that I occupy and enjoy all the amenity that I enjoy. But today, this whole entire county, which is Cobb County, and which is Mableton, we just elected a new mayor, and the mayor is an Afrocentric person who actually is the mayor of this sprawling suburban town that once upon a time had enslaved their people. So we see here that this whole life itself is a transformation, and what's unique about that transformation is it gives us hope that nothing remains the same. In your mind, you may think it will remain the same, but after a while, it doesn't remain the same, because you yourself believing it will remain the same. But today, like I said, most of these southern towns that was once in the hands of slave masters are now changing hands, and Afrocentric people, who's always a majority in them, but in a more or less a lower level, now occupying the space and administering these particular areas in Georgia and throughout the South. Some cities, some state put up fierce resistance. Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. These are some of the states that actually don't accept the transformation, and they put in laws to prevent Afrocentric people from actually climbing the ladder. Or even if they climb the ladder, they make it so difficult for them, and they control the funding because they're the governors, and I don't think there's any Afrocentric governor in any of the 50 states. So they still have the leverage of what funding is going to go to these small towns, or these little small towns is now in the hands of Afrocentric people. So I'm just discussing history and present, it's called present event, or present status quo of what it's like in these small towns. This city of this state of Georgia has one of the most affluent and sought after city, which is Atlanta, and they're actually in the hands of Afrocentric people. You go to Augusta, you go to Savannah, you go to Powder Spring, you go to Douglasville, you go to almost all of these little cities that Afrocentric people was denied. They're now getting a chance to actually kind of like rule or set the agenda of where the city is going to go. We have Austell, we have Powder Spring, and I'm not sure about Smyrna, I'm not sure about Kennesaw, but a lot of these small towns, and we have a place called, what's that city that I think it's called Columbus, Georgia. That's another city that actually came up under the era of cotton, and it was influential in the 1800s and the early 1900s, that still had that control over Afrocentric people in Georgia. Unique place because it has all the potato house, but why I'm taking this picture, I'm taking this shot here to see the runway of the stairwell, and I call it corridor. So I'm using it as an example of my landscape shot here in Georgia. This is a neighborhood that was once occupied by settlers, and the homes was built along this thoroughfare with the land and the sea. Today, this sprawling area now is occupied by Afrocentric residents who bought the homes here after a period of time where the original people either sold the property or they fled and went to another enclave that they feel that it was more comfortable in. And most of the time, That's what happened in American southern and northern cities when Afrocentric people move in. They create another housing type setting for them, and they call it a suburb. And they go out there and they feel like they're more comfortable in those areas because, but it's not like that today. Today, if you have the money, the law prohibits that type of red light that was prevalent back in the 70s and 80s. So now anywhere that your money can take you as a citizen, you can purchase a home there. So, which is the way we're supposed to be. You're supposed to be live wherever you want to live, wherever your money takes you, just like the other people. So this here, like I said, was once upon a time in the hands of that suburb was created for them, and then after the brothers started moving, they went to another area, and then called unoccupied area, and build their homes. But brothers and sisters also move in there. The exodus has changed because either you get along or you leave the country. This is another landscape shot of the Mableton home. As you can see, we have the remnant of the landscape of the main house right there, and then the walkway that goes up to that house. So it's interesting. The compound is still here. The geographical landscape is still here. After all those 400 years, it's still here. So we can see it from a historical perspective of what the inhabitants of those particular centuries have enjoyed. No longer live here. What is now is a museum. It's a historical site and actually still being maintained by the county government to preserve the culture of past and present of the time in which these events took place. Yeah, this is a side depicting the well that Mr. Mableton had. Below the concrete is a Mableton family original well. The well was hand dug, as were most wells at the time. Some were deepened later by mechanical drilling. An electrical pump was added in the 20th century. So you see this well was actually hand dug by Afrocentric slaves who dug the well to provide water for not only to be sold, but to provide nutrients and water for the citizen of this house called Mableton House. So that's what the typical 1800 farm well really had looked like here in Georgia. But again, like I said, it was hand dug, and most of the time what happened, Afrocentric people was a mechanism, but a machine that actually dug these wells. And we came a long way after 250 years, but it's so good to reflect back on the contribution and the labor and the atrocity that was inflicted on the Afrocentric people in order for the settlers to have the life that they suggest that they should have in the Americans. Again, this is the Mableton plantation, and I'm standing by the well. This happens to be the sign that's depicted in Mableton House. 1843 it was established. It's now considered a historical place of interest for citizen of Georgia, a citizen of the United States, and wherever the business come from, to come out and see exactly what was sold out. Mabel and his family had the position occupied for almost 87 years of his life coming from England. So this is the side here. This is a wide shot of a compound. Their ancestors didn't sell it, so that's why we were able to compensate. His offspring didn't sell it, that's why we were able to compensate. Mableton House had local out here in Mableton, Georgia. Here's some of the furnishing inside of the house, our historical house. They have a bed, the living room. If you want to see it, that's what's inside this house here in Mableton, Georgia. It's a wide shot of the compound in Mableton, Georgia. It's a wide shot of the compound underneath the apple tree. Mableton compound here in Georgia. Entire compound. So all this amenity here in Georgia. It's a beautiful park. So this is some of the landscape they have around here. So I'm gonna see if I can at least walk down here and see if I'm gonna be in this shot. And this place called Bronner Park. You know, in Georgia. Beautiful place to be. Come out and partake of it. can like walk around this little site here, and I'm gonna come down in a waterway and see if I can be interested in shot. So I find myself walking down here. See, this camera actually gonna pick me up right here as I walk down this inlet here called a runoff, and see how well this lens will pick me up as I walk through this gully here into my camera. It'll be an interesting shot if it comes out, but it's interesting right here to know you can come out and be part of this beautiful park here in Smyrna, Georgia. This is actually the highlight of the park right here. Right here is the highlight of this park that I'm trying to capture in my video. Right here is where the landscape makes some sense here in Burner Park. So it's interesting to see if I'm really gonna have some issue with the autofocus and this stuff. So let's see what's happening. But anyway, that's the highlight of the park there. And as you can see, these are the grounds that I'm showcasing right here. It's a beautiful green space to come out and shoot. Nice green space. See if I can interpret what's here. This place is called Taylor Bronner Park, and it's a smaller park system. It has some significant meaning behind it. All these grounds are open up to the public. The green space is well maintained, and that house there is symbolic of something, but I will go closer to it and find out exactly what that structure over there means. But anyway, this is the park that I'm in called Bronner Park here in Smyrna, Georgia. It's supposed to be a holiday today, so a lot of the citizens will be out enjoying this park or maybe staying home. It's overcast, so maybe that's why a lot of people are not out here, because it's an overcast day today. And most people have this holiday off, but I don't see them out here picnicking. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. There's some nice stairwell. I'm not sure who this stairwell leads to, but it's a nice open type or wooden structure. Seems like you have continuous lamp is what we call lamp is glowing day or night. But anyway, this is what I'm doing today on an overcast day, shooting pictures out in this beautiful park called Berners Park here in Smyrna, Georgia. Sort of like scan my camera around, capture the landscape of this particular park. There's one person out here picnicking. And I'm gonna testing. It's interesting, right? It's interesting. It seems like you're the only one enjoying the holiday.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So what does this holiday mean to you?
I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. I mean, it's just...
It's a holiday today, right?
Yeah.
What's the holiday?
Juneteenth.
So what does it mean to you?
I guess it's like enlightenment.
Enlightenment?
Yeah. The history of it.
Okay.
And it's a day of enlightenment.
Yeah. But you know, liberated.
Right.
And the person who was responsible for your emancipation didn't even tell you. Why do you think they didn't tell him?
They wanted slavery a little longer.
They want free labor.
Still do, yeah.
They want free
Right,
labor.
right.
So my question to you, right? I'm from the Virgin Islands, and we celebrate something called Emancipation Day,
Okay.
which meaning that day we was emancipated from the Danish.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's kind of like synonymous with Juneteenth Day.
Yeah.
But they let us know. They rang the bell in the square,
Yeah.
and they read the proclamation. And I think the proclamation was read in most towns, but I don't know why it didn't get to Texas, because
Right.
Texas was so big, right?
Right.
Is that a correct answer?
I suppose.
Where you from anyway? These are the grounds here. It's interesting lady here in this conversation here in Bronner Park, and I'm getting ready to head out. I think I'm going up to Vining and see what's in Vining. But anyway, these are the grounds of this particular park here in Vining, Smyrna, Georgia. If you ever get a chance, come out here and participate in this particular adventure around Smyrna. Participate in it because the grounds are so immaculate, and kind of feel humid today, but I'm out here trying to do my best and testing out my mic and testing out this exposure, this particular lens. So I'm always have a problem with this lens. So we have beautiful people here hanging out, and there she is hanging out here in this particular park. Call this place Life University. And why am I out here today? I'm really out here on this special they call Juneteenth Day celebration of our Afrocentric liberation from the government of Texas, who actually didn't really alert them that they was actually free under the Emancipation Proclamation. They kept them in bondage for another 2 years until the federal government had to go down and enforce it. So those people in Texas never actually been free, even though the rest of the country was emancipated. So you see, what normally happens in life is that people have a tendency of taking advantage of other people for their own benefit. So that's why 2 years ago, this became a national holiday, because entire America was not liberated or was not free after the Civil War. So I'm out here at someplace called Life University, and I'm going to walk across this bridge, meaning indicating that that's the the path that Afrocentric had to walk across after 2 years to become free. I call this place the Bridge of Freedom. Finding yourself walking across this bridge here, imagining that you walking from one form of life as an enslaved person, coming across the bridge when that proclamation was actually read to you. You spent all those years serving the person who enslaved you, and he didn't have the audacity to tell you that you was free. So that's what this bridge here symbolized to me. As I walk across this bridge, accepting my freedom from bondage 250 years ago as an Afrocentric person in the state of Texas. This symbol here is interesting because it said Life University Wall of Honor, meaning that people who went to this particular university return and actually donate some of their success to keep this university going. So those are Legacy Society from 1990 to 1995 and 1996 to present is actually listed of the name of the people who actually donate to this particular cause here in Life University. Been here a couple times, but it's always nice to come back and see exactly what these insignia mean. And I'm gonna read out just one person from each one of these charter. It was charter, and the members was Dr. Daniel Abekja. And the Legacy Society consists of Mr. William C. Adams, Dr. Thomas Kowalski, and right here 100% chiropractor Jeffrey and Carol Abeta. So this is the wall of honor here that at Life University, symbolizing what the people who went through this school came back and give back to the community. So that's why I'm at today, participating in that, recognizing the people. This monument here, as you can see, symmetry. It gives a point of interest that this whole building or this whole complex here is dynamic. It's dynamic because people contribute to this university and people give back to it, and that's what makes the university continue to thrive. So I'm going to walk around this little riverbed that I have here and see what else I can come up with. Yeah, this is a compound here. And if I want to say something about it, I would say it's called, this plaza honored outstanding individuals who have given of the resources to support Life University and its educational mission. A wall of honor surrounding this sculpture bear the name of those individuals. It recognizes the bond the university and all the people have together, which is also symbolized by the Olympic culture legacy sculpture Tolerance, dedicated the first day of May. It ends to the year of 1997. Right here, that's what this whole particular compound and plaza symbolizing here in Life University. This is a stream of life flowing down here in Life University, called a stream of life. As water descending along this area here. The other path, we have a stream of life going down this particular university pathway. Of the ground, the pond that lines this waterbed. I guess the students come out here in the evening and I can sit along this walkway right here in Life University. Oh,
yes.
Because I was looking at a wall of honor there, right?
Uh-huh.
And it seemed like that's the emphasis.
Yeah, it was first and foremost a chiropractic school.
Uh-huh.
And that wall over there is like generations of chiropractors and such.
Who became chiropractors and came back and donated to the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you will be one of those contributors in the future.
I'm not super enamored with the school.
Huh?
I don't know, maybe.
I just.
But yeah, now there's also
Oh, you already paid that a lot, yeah.
And bachelors and associates as well now.
Yeah.
But it's mostly chiropractic.
So what was your journey like?
I found chiropractic and I came here and I was like gonna look at a bunch of other schools, but when I first came here I was like, oh, this is where it's at.
Okay.
And so I came here and I don't know, studied my little butt off.
So you made it.
Yeah, 3 years, 3 years here,
Yeah.
half a year in Colorado doing my peak, and I made it. I'm here.
That's your sister?
Yeah, she's my little sister.
Congratulations, man. I always tell people this, right?
Uh-huh.
The inception of education, right? Once you started out and you complete whatever you started to complete, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to explain why you didn't, right? Now, if you did not complete, right? You're gonna have to do what?
Explain.
Explain why, right?
Yeah.
So the concept of life, right, is whatever you participate in is to do what?
Succeed.
Mean to complete. Mm-hmm. Because you don't have, no one gonna ask you the question of why you didn't complete.
Yeah, I thought through.
Yeah, so you always, I always tell I used to tell my children that whatever you started, complete it. Because you don't have to explain later why, well, how come you didn't graduate? How come you didn't finish, right? That's when you have to actually explain. But if you had complete, right, you don't have to explain anything. Because guess what, the facts is there. So congratulations, coming from what state?
California, but I'm going to be serving in Colorado.
Colorado, what part?
Louisville, it's in between Denver and Boulder.
Oh, I've been to Denver, Colorado,
Yeah.
kind of like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
and what I did, I like to go downtown because they have a beautiful public transportation. You can hop the train and go anywhere.
Yeah.
And downtown it's unique because they have all the amenity set up for you there, right? And California, I did what we call the Southwest tour.
Okay.
I flew into to San Diego, and I used San Diego as my base, right? And I went from there all the way around Arizona, and came back to Arizona, and came through what's that place called again? Where Las Vegas is.
Okay, yeah.
And came all the way back through California, and explored all the California cities. I went as far as Long Beach.
Fun.
And like I said, San Diego was my staging point. So I get a chance to see what we call the Southwest, Arizona, Grand Canyon, all them different places. So that'll be a beautiful place to go to,
Yeah.
California. I mean, I like Denver too, right? But California give you a jump start to all.
But we want to get one more photo.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, it's a stream of life here, running down into Life University here. Okay. And actually, this is my home here. I'm a pioneer that comes through this place here. I'm trying to make this place here my home. As a pioneer, I have a running water, and I'm trying to have this log cabin here as mine back in the 1900s. So I'm depicting what it was like to actually be having a log cabin like that and live in. I happen to be in Life University this morning, exploring on Juneteenth Day here in Georgia, a campus of Life University called Smyrna. I always like to come here for a nature shot, because what happened, I can hear the water flowing down this particular waterfall. So if you come here, you will see a stream running down this beautiful waterfall here in Smyrna, Life University. Come on out and see it here at Life University in Smyrna. Yeah, I'm gonna walk down here and listen to the water as it flows down this particular ravine here in Life University. It's always a nice place to come out and check out. It's one of the most nature-friendly environment to shoot video at. I'm gonna walk across this ledger, sort of like observe the waterfall, and hoping that you can hear it as it flow down this particular simulated waterfall here in Smyrna, Georgia. Like I said, it's one of my best nature place to come to shoot videos here in Georgia. Nature. Nature is a place to be. Nature is an environment that symbolizes peace and quiet. This place is resemblant of the wilderness within the city, and Life University happened to showcase it to represent what the quietness of life can be like in a particular area called Life University. As the water simulates down this area here, it runs out to another attribute. I'm not sure where it goes through, but I'm out here on this beautiful holiday called Juneteenth Day to shoot these natural pictures of these areas. I'm out for a nature photo shoot today, and I choose this particular area called Life University ground to do my photo shooting. You can hear the water flowing down, gentle down this particular area. I'm also testing out my XV microphone on this test. This is supposed to last for 5 hours. I will see if it's actually true. Okay. Yes. Yes, it's still going. Listen to the water's flow down this area here. It flows down here across this ravine into a beautiful wilderness here in Life University. Pretty, beautiful ground right here in Life University. Now, I like that rock there, big rock here. Big rock right there. As the water flows down here across this ravine. This is a peaceful place. Yeah, it's a peaceful place to come and shoot videos. And I always like to be in focus. Make sure that I'm in the shot. So I'm gonna take this shot from here. Yeah, anyway, I'm standing right here by Life University, depicting the water flow as it comes down to this particular area here in Life University. Some nice gigantic rocks here aligns this waterbed. Yeah, let me see. Nice waterfall. Where's the water coming from? From up there. Okay. And deposit right down into this area here. Down here. Nice waterfall. Nice waterfall. Sitting right here. Love this setting here. Depicting the beautiful waterfall as it comes down through here, indicating the beauty of nature. And if you're not careful, it's slippery when wet, but what I want to get is this beautiful waterfall from a low angle here with this particular camera. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Nice shot. Yeah, beautiful waterfall down there. I love this shot here. I gotta put myself in it. But I gotta be careful as I walk around this area that I don't slip. So I'm gonna take the high ground, and then see if I can at least be part of this excursion around this particular area. There's something I missed that I didn't do, so I gotta come back and do it. Right there. I gotta make sure I'm in the frame as I walk around this slippery, wet area here. Depicting, see? Depicting the silhouette of the waterfall. So I'm gonna head back to my camera because I don't want my camera to be a casualty in this particular area here around this walkway. Well, I don't want to be a casualty as I walk around this particular waterfall. But it's great. It's great to come out on this beautiful day and take some beautiful shot of this particular area that we call the Life University compound here in Georgia. It's a fun day out, really a fun day out, being part of this whole environment that's called nature here in Smyrna Life University. So I don't want to be a casualty, but how you doing? But yeah. Yeah, I'm in this waterfall here. Right here in Smyrna. Nice nature compound here, capturing the essence of summertime. Capture the essence of the changing of the season. This is summertime, right? And when you come in here, every time spring, I like to see how the branches rejuvenate themselves, because I live in the Midwest, right? And they go dormant in the wintertime, right? And when it's spring, it seems like the trees know exactly when to put on the leaves. And then the fall is a different beauty because the tree itself become a flower. You never observe nature like that?
Oh, I do. I'm a scientist.
Oh yes. What type of scientist are you?
Environmental.
Environmental. So you ever work for the National Park System?
No, but I have friends who do.
Yeah, because I used to work for the National Park, and when you say you're environmental, that's what they call it resource management.
Yes.
And what it actually does there, and I didn't understand because I have an engineering background, right? Facility management. So when it was telling me, well, look, you cannot put a road through there because there's living species in that water. But I can't see the species there. But the scientists know that there's some species that depends on that particular environment to survive it. But if I eradicate them, they'll be extinct.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm saying to myself, what is she talking about? That's a crab. You know what I'm saying? Abundant all over the place. But look, Leon, that's a special crab. You won't find them no place else. So if you ever get a chance, go to the Virgin Islands National Park.
Oh, that would be fun, yeah.
Visit that, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Special crabs.
Yeah, special crab. Special turtle. But you sound like you have an accent.
No, I don't have an accent.
You don't?
I'm from here.
Well, you know, when I say accent, everybody have an accent geographically. When people say accent, I mean from another country. No, geographically, we have a distinctive accent. Your accent either from, I would say from a linguistic, it sounds like you're from the Northeast, right?
I was born and raised here.
In Florida and Georgia, but you have a foreign accent. Yeah, you was raised with a foreign person in the house. And how I know that, right? Think about it from this perspective, right? When we grow up, right? First 17 years of our life, right? Is when we cement what? A dialogue, right?
Yes.
So if in the house, right? My parents is from, say, Jamaica. I'm from the Virgin Islands, right? Or my parents from the Ukraine, right? Or whatever you say, right? But I'm listening to them every day for that 17 years of my life, right? Subconsciously, I'm picking up their accent. But I'm not aware of it until someone who listens to linguistic, right, will hear it. So when you said that to me, I don't have an accent, right? I was not trying to say you was from another country.
No, exactly.
I was saying that I can hear that little accent in there, right? So your father is from Chicago.
My wife's from Florida.
From Florida, right? I live in Illinois for 13 years. 13 years. So you're people from Poland?
My family's from Czechoslovakia.
That's what I'm saying.
Generation.
Yeah. So that's how you end up with those dialogue, because you're Eastern European descendant. I'm a Virgin Islander descendant, so no matter how wherever I go, right? People will say, well, you have an accent. Yeah, I do have an accent because 17 years of my life, that's where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So, but I live in North Chicago, Zion, Waukegan. I used to work for we call it again the Great Lakes. But I traversed to Chicago and explore Chicago and all the surrounding suburbs, because I have a little piece called Small Town America, right? So I went all the way from Winnetka, came all the way around, back into Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, right? And then I went out west, right? Palatine and Grays Lake and Crystal Lake, right? Okay. Because I want to see them. When I was there as a worker, right? I didn't see them. So I took that opportunity to see it. Just like I transplanted to Georgia, I want to see all the small town in Georgia. So what I did, I took the opportunity out because like I said, I'm an ex-National Park employee, and I explore those areas to see it for myself. And it's unique because every little town has a different culture. And I love that.
Well, welcome.
Welcome and enjoy the work.
All right, so keep the accent sound good.
Thank you.
All right. She do have accent. Trying to see if she have accent. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so I met a family here from Chicago or Illinois, and she's trying to mask her accent, but I can hear the accent. And the family from Czechoslovakia, they all came here, and you know, they either change the name or mask the accent and they blend in with the society. But we can hear, I can hear the difference in speech, which is supposed to be proud of anyway. You know, supposed to be proud of your heritage, proud of your accent. These are some of the grounds that we have here at Life University. And these are some of the, we call cottages or cabins that was brought in here to depict the early 19th century. And this is the waterway that actually runs from here down to another area. So my story ends right here as I leave this particular beautiful ground here in Smyrna, Georgia, heading out to another vineyard, after exploring this beautiful day here in Smyrna. So I'm actually standing by the dock of the bay, and I'm gonna walk down here just to have an idea of what my mic sound like. And they say it's for 5 hours, so I'm hoping that after this photo shoot of that particular area there, I'll be able to wrap up my whole episode of Smyrna University, Life University here in Smyrna. I always wonder where this water go, but I still haven't found out where this water go here in Life University, but I can capture the path in which it flows, just to say I was there by this riverbank. But what's unique about it is showcasing the waterfall that brings all this water down here and let it flow into this ravine coming from the mountains here in Georgia, came through Smyrna and actually deposit into this natural ravine, I call it a ravine, it's not a river. You can call it a river if you want to, but I call it a ravine. Anyway, I'm trying to capture that yeah, I'm trying to capture this ravine as it flow down here. And walk along this pathway just to say I've been here on these grounds here this morning. I'm also testing out my mic. See, I'm in a line of sight now, so this mic's supposed to be dying now, so. But anyway, I'm enjoying the life of it as I head back to Powder Spring and call it a day, because it's a beautiful place to come to. Smyrna, Georgia. Here are the grounds. Yep, my stay here has been a pleasant one, and I'd like to hear how my mic finally operated in this environment here along Life University ground. Yeah, it has the pictures look sharp with this lens, Olympics lens, recording the different cabins around here on these grounds. It's a 14 easy lens, 14 or 42 easy Olympics lens that I'm using here for this particular photo shoot. I like this lens, but I came to try out my my 42.5 Lumix lens. I just can't get it focused on me. I don't know why. So I got to revert back to my Yeah. Good shot. Good shot here along this beautiful lake in Smyrna. Yeah, I love this. Love the idea that I can come out and enjoy nature on this beautiful day here in Life University. Again, I like this lens. Seems like it's a great lens. Call it a video lens, and I don't blame them. It's a video lens because keep everything in focus. You don't have to worry if your picture is not going to be in focus. This one always keep your picture in focus, no matter what camera you have it on. I'm using it on my G7 here at this particular ground, and I haven't tweaked the camera anywhere. I'm in my aperture priority, and I'm using my XP U5T2 wireless wireless mic for comparison. I have all kind of different mics in Heiser. I have Simco, but this one here, right.
That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And guess what?
Yeah.
They still ain't gave me my card.
Yeah, even though you contribute so much to it, right?
Yeah.
I got you. So they yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I got you, yeah.
They,
Health asylum place here, and it's now converted into a nice greenery grounds here in this particular area. So I came out here to actually test out my XP Okay, I'm gonna stand over here because it's a long focus 85mm lens, so I'm gonna stand in this area, and it's called Bronner Hall, City of Office. Close notice. It'll be closed on Friday the 19th. So this place today is a holiday. So this place is closed today. So I'm at Bronner Hall here in Smyrna. It's a holiday. And so I'm gonna see how well this lens picked me up. It was doing well inside last night. So I will see. This place is called Bronner. I still haven't narrowed down this shot here, but this is a nice landscape area here. Nice benches set up for the citizen. And I'm at Bronner Hall, right here in a place called Smyrna. So I'm out for the day. Taylor Bronner Park, that's what it's called. It's a neighborhood park, community park, mini park. So I'm in this particular area called Bronner Park here in Smyrna, Georgia. It's a beautiful park. So this is some of the landscape they have around here. So I'm gonna see if I can at least walk down here and see if I'm gonna be in this shot. And this place called Bronner Park, in Georgia. Beautiful place to be. Come out and partake of it.